Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Before we begin this video, don't forget to give it a like. It truly encourages us to keep sharing beneficial content, inshallah. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our future videos on faith, spirituality, and Islamic reminders. Barakallahu feekum. May Allah bless you and enjoy the video. Sometimes in life, there are moments when everything feels strangely calm and yet full of expectation. You might not immediately understand why your heart feels lighter, or why certain dreams leave a deep impression on your soul. These are not mere coincidences or random feelings. They are the subtle signs that Allah is quietly preparing your heart for someone important who is about to enter your life. When Allah is about to bring someone quickly into your life, He does not always announce it with thunder and lightning. Instead, He sends gentle whispers through everyday moments that only the attentive heart can notice. These signs often come in the form of small, seemingly insignificant events that slowly add up. You may find yourself repeatedly thinking about a certain person or a specific type of connection, even when you're busy or distracted. You might suddenly feel a strong urge to pray for companionship, guidance, or clarity. The dua you make in these moments is like a seed planted in the fertile soil of your heart, and Allah nurtures it silently. Sometimes, you might hear a song, a verse, or a conversation that unexpectedly resonates with your current state, as if the universe itself is echoing your deepest longings. Dreams can also serve as powerful signs. When Allah wishes to prepare you, He may send visions that linger after you wake, filling you with a sense of peace or excitement. These dreams might not always be clear or detailed, but their emotional weight stays with you. You might wake up feeling that something significant is on the horizon. This feeling, though hard to explain, is a divine way of gently opening your heart to what's coming. Another subtle sign is the presence of coincidences that seem too perfect to be mere chance. Maybe you meet someone who shares your values, or you find yourself in places where meaningful conversations happen without planning. These moments are Allah's way of aligning your path with His divine plan. When Allah wants two people to connect, He smooths the way, arranging situations and circumstances that draw them closer. Even if you cannot see the bigger picture, trust that these moments are not random. Often, before Allah sends someone into your life, He begins to soften your heart. You might notice a change in your attitude, less bitterness, more patience, and a growing sense of hope. This inner transformation is crucial. It prepares you not just to meet someone, but to welcome them with a sincere and open heart. Allah wants your heart to be ready, so the person He sends becomes a source of blessing and peace, rather than confusion or pain. Sometimes people wonder why these signs can be so subtle. The answer is that Allah tests the sincerity of your faith and patience. He wants you to actively seek His guidance and listen with your heart, not just wait passively for obvious miracles. The quiet signs require mindfulness and trust. When you pay attention to your inner world and your surroundings, you begin to recognize the gentle hand of Allah guiding you step by step. In these moments, it is important to keep your connection with Allah strong. The more you engage in sincere prayer, dhikr, and reflection, the more sensitive your heart becomes to these signs. Your spiritual awareness grows, allowing you to perceive divine guidance even in the smallest details. This connection also builds your trust in Allah's timing and wisdom. You come to understand that when Allah is bringing someone quickly into your life, it is because He knows your needs better than you do. Remember that these signs are not always about romantic relationships alone. Sometimes Allah prepares you for a friend, a mentor, or a partner who will support your spiritual growth and life mission. The person coming into your life may be the answer to prayers you made years ago, even if you forgot them. Allah's plan is perfect, and His timing is flawless. The subtle signs you feel today are the prelude to a blessing that will change your life. It is also essential to be patient and avoid forcing things to happen. When you try to rush Allah's plan, you may miss the beauty of the preparation process. The signs are there to guide you gently, encouraging you to keep your heart open and your intentions pure. Trust that the moment Allah has planned will arrive at exactly the right time, and that moment will be worth the wait. Many people share stories of how they sensed something was coming before it actually happened. They describe feelings of peace, inexplicable joy, or a sudden calm after long struggles. These experiences are confirmations from Allah that you are on the right path. The feeling that someone is coming quickly into your life is a divine reassurance, a reminder that Allah is near, attentive, and actively working on your behalf. When you notice these subtle signs, respond with gratitude and continued faith. Strengthen your dua and keep your heart soft. Be ready to receive the person Allah is sending, but also be open to the lessons that come with the journey. Sometimes, the preparation is as important as the blessing itself. In essence, Allah's subtle signs are a beautiful demonstration of His mercy and care. They remind you that you are not alone, even when life feels uncertain or slow. Trusting in these quiet whispers of guidance will help you stay hopeful and patient as you wait for the incredible blessing Allah is about to bring into your life. These signs are your confirmation that something wonderful is near, a promise from Allah that your heart's yearning will soon be fulfilled. When Allah decides to bring someone quickly into your life, there is always a profound wisdom behind the timing. It is never random or accidental. Every moment you have lived, every hardship endured, and every prayer made has been part of a divine preparation for this meeting. Allah's timing is perfect because He knows what your heart truly needs, even when you may not realize it yourself. Understanding why Allah accelerates certain connections at specific times can help you embrace the process with faith and patience rather than confusion or doubt. Often, the reason Allah speeds up a connection is because your soul has reached a new level of readiness. Spiritual growth is not linear. It unfolds through trials, reflections, and moments of surrender. Allah may have allowed difficult seasons in your life to refine you, to cleanse your heart of old wounds, or to deepen your reliance on Him. These experiences are not punishments, but are merciful ways to prepare you for a blessing that aligns with your true purpose. When you are finally ready, Allah brings the right person quickly, because He knows you can now receive what you prayed for without hesitation or fear. Timing also matters, because the person coming into your life is often more than just a companion. They can be a partner in your mission, a source of spiritual support, or someone who will help you grow closer to Allah. For this reason, Allah does not send them before the moment is ripe. If the connection came too early, it might not bear the fruits that Allah intends. It might even become a test or a trial. By accelerating this meeting at the perfect time, Allah ensures that both hearts are in harmony and ready to walk the path together with faith and trust. Another reason Allah might bring someone quickly is to change the course of your life when you least expect it. Sometimes, after seasons of loneliness or despair, a sudden connection can be a sign of divine mercy and hope. This rapid arrival is a reminder that Allah's plans are far greater than our own. It teaches you to remain hopeful and patient, knowing that what seems delayed to human eyes is actually unfolding according to a higher wisdom. When you accept this, you begin to experience peace, even amid uncertainty. It is important to recognize that this accelerated timing is also a test of your tawakkul, your trust in Allah. When someone enters your life suddenly, Your instinct may be to question the timing or fear that it is too good to be true. But Allah wants you to surrender your doubts and place full reliance on Him. The faster the change, the more you must anchor yourself in faith. Trust that Allah's plan is perfect, and that He is guiding both you and this person towards a shared destiny that benefits your soul and fulfills a greater purpose. Sometimes, this rapid meeting is also a form of divine intervention to protect you from prolonged suffering or from paths that could have caused harm. Allah's wisdom is beyond human comprehension, and what might appear as a sudden shift is often His mercy intervening to redirect your life towards goodness and tranquility. It's a reassurance that even when life feels chaotic or confusing, Allah is orchestrating every detail. Furthermore, the quick arrival of this person can inspire you to elevate yourself spiritually. When Allah sends someone into your life swiftly, it often challenges you to rise to a higher level of patience, humility, and gratitude. This is a chance to grow in character and deepen your reliance on Allah. The new connection is not just a blessing to be received passively, but an opportunity for mutual growth and increased closeness to the divine. Reflecting on the stories of the prophets and righteous people throughout Islamic history, you can see many examples where Allah brought significant people into their lives at just the right time, sometimes suddenly, sometimes after long waits. These divine timings always served a greater purpose and showed that Allah's knowledge is all-encompassing. You are part of this tradition, and the moment Allah brings someone quickly into your life is your own chapter in this unfolding story of faith and divine decree. It is also essential to prepare yourself mentally and spiritually for this arrival. When Allah speeds up a connection, the intensity of emotions and changes can be overwhelming. The person who comes may challenge your old habits, open new doors, or ask you to trust beyond what you thought possible. Being prepared means strengthening your faith through prayer, seeking knowledge, and surrounding yourself with supportive, wise people who remind you of Allah's mercy and plan. Sometimes, this divine timing means letting go of what no longer serves you. To fully embrace the blessing Allah is sending, you might need to release doubts, past hurts, or attachments that hold you back. This process of letting go creates space in your heart and life for the new person to enter in a way that is pure and meaningful. Lastly, remember that this accelerated arrival is an invitation to deepen your relationship with Allah. The presence of this new person is a sign that Allah is active in your life, listening to your prayers and responding with love. This connection is part of His greater plan for your happiness and spiritual growth. By trusting His timing and wisdom, you align yourself with the divine flow, allowing blessings to come in ways you could never imagine. In summary, when Allah brings someone quickly into your life, it is because your heart is ready, your purpose is aligned, and divine wisdom is at work behind the scenes. This timing is a mercy, a test, and a gift all at once. Embracing it with faith and patience will help you receive this blessing fully and continue your journey with renewed hope and trust in Allah's perfect plan. There is often a quiet, intense struggle that happens inside the heart just before a great blessing arrives. Many people experience feelings of exhaustion, loneliness, or doubt right before Allah sends someone important into their life. And this moment can feel like a test, where the weight of uncertainty presses heavily, and it seems as if the prayers have gone unanswered. But in reality, this is often the final stage before a divine breakthrough. Shaitan knows how close you are to victory, and so he intensifies his attacks at this moment. He whispers doubts, fuels fears, and tries to convince you that you are forgotten or abandoned. It's natural to feel vulnerable during this time, but it is crucial to recognize that these feelings are a part of the spiritual test that precedes Allah's mercy. This darkness before the dawn is actually a sign that your turn is coming soon. In many prophetic stories and the lives of the righteous, just before relief and joy appeared, there was a period of deep hardship or silence. For example, the prophet Yusuf, Joseph, peace be upon him, endured years of imprisonment and separation before his destiny unfolded beautifully. Similarly, before a blessing comes to you, Allah may allow a time of stillness or struggle to purify your heart and strengthen your reliance on Him. This feeling of waiting can sometimes cause confusion. You may wonder if the person who is coming into your life is really meant for you, or if your prayers are being heard at all. But these moments are tests of your faith and patience. Allah tells us in the Qur'an, "Indeed with hardship will be ease." Surah Ash-Sharh 94:6. This promise reminds you that the pain you feel now will soon transform into ease and joy. It is also important to be attentive to the small confirmations that come during this time. You might hear a verse, receive a message, or meet someone who reminds you that you are not alone. These are signs from Allah, encouraging you to hold on a little longer, to trust in His timing. They serve as gentle nudges that the arrival of this person is nearer than you think. During this phase, your prayers might become more heartfelt and urgent. This is a precious time to deepen your connection with Allah. Pour your heart out sincerely, ask for strength, guidance, and clarity. Know that Allah listens to every dua and that He is preparing something beautiful for you, even if you cannot yet see it. Ultimately, the confusion and waiting you experience before this person enters your life are part of a divine process. This process shapes your character, strengthens your faith, and prepares you for a relationship rooted in trust and mutual respect. When the blessing finally arrives, you will recognize it not only by its timing but by the peace and certainty it brings to your heart. So, if you find yourself in a season of waiting, exhaustion, or doubt, remember that this is not the end of your story. It is the final test before Allah's mercy unfolds in a new and beautiful way. Keep your heart open, your faith strong, and your dua sincere, because the arrival you are waiting for is closer than you imagine. When Allah brings someone quickly into your life, it is natural to feel a mix of excitement, hope, and sometimes even fear or hesitation. The heart may wonder if this blessing is truly from Him, or if it is too soon, too sudden, or too good to be true. Learning how to receive this blessing without resistance or doubt is essential to fully embrace the gift Allah is offering. The first step in opening your heart is to purify your intentions. Before welcoming someone new, ask yourself why you desire this connection. Is it to find comfort, companionship, or growth? Or is it to fill a void out of loneliness or fear? When your intentions align with seeking what is good and beneficial for your faith and well-being, you create a space that attracts blessings instead of confusion or harm. Sincere intentions act like a magnet, drawing what Allah has prepared specifically for you. Engaging in regular dhikr and dua strengthens your connection with Allah and calms the heart. When doubts arise, repeat phrases that remind you of Allah's mercy and wisdom, such as Hasbi Allahu la ilaha illa huwa. Allah is sufficient for me. There is no deity but Him. Or Tawakkaltu ala Allah. I place my trust in Allah. These words help shift your focus from fear to trust, grounding you in the certainty that Allah's plan is perfect, even when it feels uncertain. It is also important to avoid overthinking or rushing the process. Sometimes, the heart tries to control the timing or the outcome, which can create unnecessary anxiety. Instead, practice tawakkul, trusting Allah fully and letting go of the need to know every detail. Accept that Allah is guiding you and that He knows the best path for your life. When you surrender control, you allow His wisdom to work through your circumstances. Being open also means being ready to accept the person Allah sends with their imperfections and unique qualities. No one is perfect, and Allah's plan is about growth and partnership, not idealized fantasies. Embrace the person with kindness and patience, trusting that Allah has chosen someone who will complement your journey in ways you might not yet understand. Sometimes, fear or past hurts can cause the heart to resist new blessings. If you find yourself hesitant, gently remind yourself that Allah's mercy is greater than your fears. Seek healing through prayer and reflection, and do not hesitate to ask Allah to remove barriers within your heart. The more you open yourself to His guidance, the easier it becomes to welcome new blessings with peace and gratitude. Finally, remember that every new connection is an opportunity to grow closer to Allah. This blessing is part of His divine plan to enrich your life, test your faith, and bring you joy. Approach this moment with humility, gratitude, and patience, knowing that Allah's timing and choices are always perfect. By purifying your intentions, practicing dhikr and tawakkul, letting go of fear, and embracing the blessing with an open heart, you prepare yourself to receive what Allah is bringing quickly into your life. This openness invites not just a person, but also peace, growth, and endless mercy. Trust in Allah, for He is the best of planners. May Allah bless you and guide you to a life filled with mercy, love, and tranquility.